All right. So we're going to talk today about why Twitch is inevitably dying and how with the signing of Ludwig, it is actually dying at such an alarming rate, or it will die at such an alarming rate that people need to really consider what the f going on. So who here has heard of what happened yesterday? What was the big news? What was the big news of yesterday? Who is currently streaming right now? There it is. First time chat from viewer, Lud7. He's gone. Dad! Yeah, so today is Ludwig's first day moving from Twitch to YouTube. And he talked about it, right? He talked about it on his third channel, I believe. So before we actually talk about my point of view, let's watch what he had to say first, and then we'll talk about it.
I always say this to you guys, at some point, I'm gonna hit the stop streaming button forever. It's weird to say, but the hardest decision I ever made was picking between YouTube and Twitch. This feels like I'm giving up the most. You see, my partner contract with Twitch ended in November. It actually ended right around when I was in Italy. And originally I was like, I'm just gonna chat with YouTube to leverage the deal, to buff my Twitch deal, and then stay with Twitch. And the more I did, the more I realized that YouTube made more sense for me. And if I stayed with Twitch, I can't get into the specifics, but the way the deal was structured is I would have to be grinding hours. Again, I can't get into the details.
I'll get into the details. In order for him to get the deal that Twitch would have paid him, it would have been a lot more hours for a lot less pay. Basically, Twitch wants to treat streamers who get the deal like the Truman Show. We sit in this room and you watch us and we wait while we look up into the corner and hope that that Prime sub notification comes up. So we wait for the tier 1 sub to come up. That notification. So we wait for that tier 1 sub notification to come up. We wait for that. Thank you. Because, and this is a no-brainer, and it's been talked about a million times, Amazon doesn't make money off of Twitch. For a company that makes or has thousands of employees, or around 1,000 employees, with some very, very popular content creators, it's very weird how they don't make money. And I've always thought that it's been really weird, but you know, we'll keep watching. We'll see what else he has to say, but that is how Twitch wants to treat its streamers.
So I did what I normally do. I flipped a coin. Heads, I go to YouTube. Tails, I stay on Twitch. Now, surprisingly, you might have noticed that it landed on Twitch. Yet this is not the news story that came out today. Ludwig re-signed with Twitch. That's kind of not that exciting.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't believe this coin flip for a fucking second.
And so I was happy with it. And I went to the guys at YouTube and I said, look, I want to hop on a call with you guys because I respect you. I think you guys are doing cool things at YouTube. I really do think that, but I'm going with Twitch. And they fought for me. You know, it sounds so selfish, right? Like, I'm making a shit ton of money. A lot of people, I have a lot of fans. Everything's going well. But I feel like a whiny 8-year-old child who just wants some approval from a parent. And I never got that. I never got reached out to after the subathon. Not even like hey, you made us the most money anyone has ever made us in a month. Thanks. And none of that. I never got anything.
Oh my God, bro.
And so I went to Twitch and I did the same thing that I did with YouTube. I said, hey, I decided on YouTube. What do you think? And no disrespect to the guys I talk to or Twitch as a whole. The guys who I talk to don't get to decide everything. They are not Twitch. Twitch is a giant multi-thousand employee company. There's 18 pipelines, things have to...
Imagine being the 6th most earningest streamer on a platform and the guys you say... Imagine being Twitch and you have your 6th most earning streamer and you're like, let's go send the guys that can't make decisions to talk to him. Imagine doing that.
But it still f***ing hurt when they said, we wish you the best. The main thing holding me back from YouTube was fear. YouTube's not Facebook, no offense. It's not Mixer.
I just want to say this right now. I'm so sorry for doing you like this, Ludwig. I want to make it very clear that Ludwig did not make a decision based off of money alone. Money is a factor, but it is not the only decision. If he wanted to make a decision based off of money, he would have gone to Facebook. As a third party, I hope that you can trust me that if he were to make a decision and all he cared about was money, he would have gone to Facebook.
I don't know if this will be cohesive. I'm recording this right after my last ever Twitch stream, and now I'm a YouTube gaming streamer. And I don't even play video games. I don't think they know about that yet, but let's just keep that a secret.
True.
Anyway, boys, I hope you understand a little bit more. Hopefully you respect the decision, and hopefully you come to hang out on YouTube Gaming. I'm still going to be a streamer, and I'm still going to be a YouTuber, and I'm going to try to make even cooler shit this year. Thanks for watching as always, boys. And hopefully I see you in the streams.
Okay. So before we go on to all the talking points, I want to ask you guys, what do you think is the number one reason why Ludwig was so reluctant to leave Twitch? The number one reason. You guys are smart. You guys aren't stupid. Viewers are not dumb anymore. And I'd like to think, you know, an audience of people here are smart enough to know. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm... oh my, dude, I'm gonna cry. Holy shit. Microfiber towels because we don't have tissues in this household. Oh my God. Oh my God. Fuck. I don't know why. I actually don't know why I'm crying. Holy. I don't know why this makes me so emotional. We're talking about. They were mainly talking about why Twitch is making the worst decisions of their life. Sorry. Holy Streamers don't want to leave Twitch because the culture here is like anything else. Like they don't. Nobody wants to leave Twitch, right? They don't. Obviously, that can be influenced by the amount of money that platforms will offer. Like, do you think the GTRP streamers who got signed to Facebook even thought about it? No, they hate their community because the GTRP community is dog shit. But yeah, streamers don't want to leave Twitch because the culture here is unlike anything else on the internet. And I understand at times how it can be really degenerate, and sometimes it really isn't good for people's mental. But I would be lying if I didn't see some level of beauty in how wonderful the Twitch community is. It's hard to not see that. It's hard not to. It's so hard not to. So now that I'm done crying like a little bitch, hopefully sooner than later. Jesus Christ. Stop. This ruins the rest of the video. Okay, so let's talk about why Twitch is actually going to die now. Like actually, no cap this time. Why Twitch is literally going to die. So number one, we all understand Twitch doesn't make money. Twitch belongs to Amazon. They bought it from Justin TV, whatever the Asian dude's name is with the long hair. They bought it from him because they saw potential in streaming. They saw how much money it could make. And there is a lot of money in streaming. That should be obvious by now. They bought it back then because they're like, yeah, it's gonna make money. It's gonna make money. And there is a lot of money here to be made. And that's great. I'm happy for them. Make your bag, Amazon. But they've consistently failed to figure out how this platform will actually make them money, on how it will actually give them what they were hoping to get. And it's obvious, right? In the last year, Twitch has come up with a ton of different quick buck strategies to try and help offset their costs. One of them being subscribers now get ads on their channels. So they were experimenting with that. That's one. So it's like, not only are you paying originally for what was an ad-free experience, so now you get ads. So they took that away from you. The other one was promoting streamers, boosted streams. So like if Michael wanted to, right, he could pay $100 to put my stream on streamers recommended category or on their front page when they go to twitch.tv if they're not following me and they don't really know who I am. He could pay to do that. I would get none of that money, and those viewers who don't follow me or give a fuck about who I am probably aren't going to click on it because, and this is another issue with Twitch, typically when you're recommended another streamer, what happens on Twitch is you get their profile picture, the title of who that streamer is, so KristoferYee, and then how many viewers they have. And then maybe what game or category they're in. I'm not gonna click on that. You know how many just chatting Andys there are? Why would I care about another person just talking? What's another thing? Oh yeah, that's another one. Twitch got more aggressive with their advertisements. They started enforcing mandatory ads within a certain amount of time. And so you click on a stream, you get pre-roll ads. And then if you don't play an ad every certain amount of time, Twitch is gonna automatically play one because they need to pay the bills. So now it went from you can control when you want to play an ad, and you know, chat would be like, people cheer ads. And now it's just like, no, Twitch is like, You have to play it now, son. And then the other one is this. I don't know if anyone else has noticed, but you ever try to watch a stream on mobile? You guys enjoying those mandatory 2 ads that you have to sit through? Minimum 30 seconds, sometimes a minute. Any mobile frogs like that? When you first click on a stream, you gotta go put your phone down after you've selected KristoferYee, go take a shit, shower, get married, divorced, come back, and then you're allowed to watch the stream. And so the problem with Twitch in that regard is they've constantly come up with these money to stop the money bleed problem that they have, but they've never been solutions that ever were received well, ever. And there wasn't ever like a ton of transparency. There's always like this clickbait that they do to not be honest about why they're doing it. To be honest with you, if the Twitch handle on Twitter was just like, guys, we love you, but we don't make enough money. We're implementing this tactic to try and keep the platform alive. Now that looks really weak from a marketing perspective, and it looks really pathetic as a big brand name like Twitch to just be like, guys, I'll be honest, you can't have a second helping of dinner tonight. I'm sorry. We just didn't have the money to get the groceries. It looks weak, but honestly, a lot of people would probably like the transparency, because with how dishonest Twitch comes off as sometimes, it'd be a breath of fresh air. I know that I would like it, and some other people would too, but it always comes off as money grabby. And so it's a bit of a turn off in that way, because viewers are not dumb, right? Consumers are not dumb. Like, the corporate conglomerates of the world have given us social media long enough for us to be woke enough to know when you're full of shit. This isn't 2008 anymore. You can't just sell us something and expect us to go, okay. It's not how it works. And so here's one of the other reasons why Twitch is actually going to die this time. YouTube has Google money. They have Alphabet money. If you guys don't know, Alphabet is the parent company of Google. They have money. Like, they got money. Because they have money and they also want to compete in this space, they don't have to do these ugly money grub, like weird tactics that Twitch does. Don't get me wrong. They introduced one recently with the whole dislike button removal, because let's be honest, removing the dislike button inadvertently also is going to increase the amount of money they make from ad revenue. That's just how it's going to be. But YouTube still has more money. And Twitch, within the last year compared to YouTube, has tried more quick band-aids for the money hemorrhaging problem that they have. Whereas YouTube's like, we're going to get rid of the dislike button. And on top of that, honestly, YouTube was better with their clickbait as to why they were getting rid of it. Twitch needs to hire Ludwig, ironically, to clickbait why they're implementing certain tactics to make money. Because if you don't have the money to compete, there are few other options that you have. You can create a better product, or you can use, and this is the rare strength that Twitch has that does not exist anywhere else, you know, their culture. Their culture. The culture of Twitch is the entire reason the website is as popular and as strong as it is. You know, that's one of the reasons why Ludwig and other streamers don't want to leave Twitch. I guarantee you, Ludwig was already very straightforward and honest about it. He said, and he mentioned at multiple different points in his video, I don't want to lose chat along the way. I don't want to leave Twitch. Twitch is my home. What is Twitch doing to where streamers can get offered, in some cases, 25 times as much money? And I can't go into specifics about that, but I know an instance where a streamer got offered 25 times the amount of money than Twitch, and they didn't choose that platform. So what is Twitch doing? How is it so special that that amount of money can make you still question whether or not you should leave? They've got something in the soup there, and it's fucking phenomenal, and everyone keeps going back to eat it. And so if you have that culture difference, why don't you use that to fight back against Big Brother YouTube? And you know, let's talk about one of the problems of that. You know, if Twitch has such a big money problem that they can't seem to fix no matter what they try, how come they're not trying to protect the people that make them the most money? Are you kidding me? Ludwig made Twitch the most money it has ever made in 1 month. Ever. And you're telling me that no one out of the thousands of employees that work at Twitch reached out to him in even just a fucking email and said, we just want to congratulate you on the most successful subathon in the history of our existence. We want to congratulate you on doing something that was going to break the meta and cause more streamers to do uncapped subathons, which will make them more money, but also inadvertently make us more money. You're telling me no one has his phone number at Twitch? No one has his Twitter handle? He doesn't follow other Twitch staff back on Twitter? He doesn't maybe follow them on Instagram? He doesn't follow them or have them on LinkedIn. Nobody sent him a message saying, hey, bud, good job. Are you fucking kidding me? How fucking stupid do you have to be if you care about money so much? And in those boardroom meetings that you have at the headquarters of Twitch talking about how do we make more money, guys? You couldn't think to put on your plan of action, thank the motherfucker who just made us the most we've ever made? Nobody thought to do that? Not one fucking person? There's just no way. There's no way you run a $1 billion company, however much Twitch is worth, and you can't fucking get that on the list. How do you fuck that up? How? And so I have always thought, and I've always questioned why, Twitch doesn't go directly to XQC. Twitch doesn't directly go to Mizkif. Twitch doesn't directly go to Ludwig and say, hey, you know that kickball tournament that you want to put together? Yeah, we want to buy you out. We want to buy that event off of you. You have full creative control. Please limit the swearing if you can. Please, be somewhat moderately family friendly, but we want to pay you $500,000 to do that kickball tournament. Go do that kickball tournament. We're allowed to play ads this often, or we are going to reach out specifically to Gatorade, to Doritos, to Mountain Dew, and we're going to get them to pay us $800,000 to do the event. And here's the thing. We're not just going to play a Gatorade ad. We're not just going to play a Doritos ad. We're going to play an ad that you're going to be in. And we're going to pay you more money on top of the $500,000 that we paid you for the rights to your event. And we're going to pay you more to be in the commercial. Who here enjoys watching commercials with their streamer in it? Who actually looks forward to YouTube Rewind if they're content creators in it? Would you rather watch a commercial with people that you don't know or with people you do know? We want to watch an ad with our streamer in it. I'm not going to skip that. I won't. I want to see it. I want to know that my streamer got the bag. Everyone always does. If I know a streamer is about to play ads and they're very honest and just say it helps support the stream and it helps get, makes me my money so I can pay my bills and it helps me make more money so I can make more content. You know what I say? People clap ads. There are emotes for ads. This is part of the Twitch culture. This is part of that culture that is part of Twitch's strength that YouTube doesn't have yet. We like to see our streamers get the bag. We like to know they get paid, but we also don't like to see and know that the corporation gets paid. But if there's some nice in-between ground where we understand that we can't get that great content without also watching this ad, but we also know that that streamer is benefiting from it, we're going to enjoy it. There have always been these possibilities for Twitch to make this money by working with the content creators rather than using the content creators, but they just, for some reason, haven't done it. And I've never been sure why. You're in the business of content. You're telling me that you can't work or learn how to create content with the streamers and your thousands of employees at Twitch? No one pitched this idea? I don't know. And so we've been sitting here shitting on Twitch for the last hour and a half and how they haven't been playing to their strengths and how this big corporate billion-dollar company is just continuing to slowly and surely make their way to catch up to Twitch. And with now acquiring Ludwig, it's basically the equivalent of getting a golden mushroom in Mario Kart. They've accelerated their process and they're going to get there even faster so that it's not as miserable of an experience. Eventually, over the course of time, they'll get the culture too. The one strength that Twitch has right now, YouTube will get it. It's coming. They'll cancel a company in one day because of what a couple people have to say about them when there are other companies doing the same exact thing. Because the reality is right now, if Twitch wants to stay competitive, they would have to do two things in my opinion, not just one, two. Whoever is in charge of Twitch would have to ask above them for hundreds of millions of dollars to, number one, offer very important creators enough of a contract to stay, and then two, work with their strength in that culture to create events or to have streamers create events so they don't have to plan anything and buy them out of that event. But again, there is that big chance that they have decided, you know what, it's not worth it. And so I had Will create this meme, and I wonder and I fear that this is what Twitch has been thinking for the last few years. Wait, you're just going to give the streaming world to me? Always was. It's my fear that maybe they have decided a while ago that it's just too impossible to fight against Big Brother YouTube, and that they were just going to hand them the bouquet of flowers. I really think with this set of moves that's about to be happening, and with Ludwig already having moved, Twitch really has just let it die.